world? We are back again with another daily rendition of the State of Being check-in. I am your host, moderator. I'm still trying to figure out what we're gonna call it, but I go by the name Zoe Black, a hip hop artist out of the DMV. Very grateful for this opportunity to share in this space with the world. This is a space for all of us to bring our light to life. So, as we always do, before we get directly into the topic of the day, we want to have a reset breath, take a quick moment to refresh ourselves and get into a more settled state before we talk about the topic and then set our intentions and so on and so forth. So as always, inhale, exhale. Yeah, that always feels good for some reason. Well, I know why, but it always feels good just to have a moment just to reset. While before we get into the meat and potatoes of today. So today's topic is resiliency. This is something that I know a lot about. This is something that I've had to tap into many a times in order to persevere. Resiliency is a important part of our life, especially as men, right? Being resilient through the obstacles that life presents us is important for us to constantly achieve our goals. If you have a goal of wanting to lose a certain amount of weight, you got to be resilient through the process. There's going to be days where you may not feel like not eating something, or may not feel like being active, or whatever it is that you put forth as far as like your process to, reach your goal. There's going to be obstacles along the way, and having a level of resiliency it's key to even overcoming just the mental games that's associated with getting to where you want to get to. For myself, I've had to tap into resiliency a million and one times. But even with that, sometimes when you're in the moment, you tend to like question why you have to go through the process. Like why you have to question why does things have to be so hard? Like if the Most High wanted us to all live fruitful and enjoy the many pleasures of life, why does it require so many hardships, and why do we have to always overcome certain things? And that's just a process of like I think appreciating the value in like life itself, is knowing that things don't just come as easy as you want them to come. You got to actually work for them, and it also wouldn't lead us astray into this free fall of not even appreciating the creator in the first place. Um, but as we always do, let's set our intentions for the day, right? I'm going to be very intentional. I'm going to be very intentional in that whatever obstacle comes my way, I'm going to continue to persevere through it. I'm going to continue to progress through it. No matter what challenge comes my way, I'm going to push through today. And let that be an encouragement to you out there that today, no matter what life may bring, give yourself a little bit more, approach life with a little bit more gumption. Like really, put your big boy shoes on, lace up your boots, and trek along. It ain't easy. Trust me, it's not easy having to, put a smile on when sometimes you may not feel like it. It may not be easy having to, work harder even though things may seem like it's not really going nowhere. But the reality is, those moments when you're going through that, you're building a level of endurance. It's like you're building up some callus to be able to manage through hardship. Like right now, I'm in a really tough season in my life, but I know that there's been plenty of times where I've gone through certain things that prepared me for these moments. Like it's phenomenal for me to be able to like rely on things that I've been able to persevere through in the past to literally use through moments right now. So like I know everything happens for a reason, no matter how high or how low you may be feeling at a particular moment. The reality is all of this stuff happens for a reason. And I'm beyond grateful for my experiences that have gotten me to this point. And that's my gratitude. I'm grateful for the ability to get to this particular point, see where I'm at, and know that I've gone through challenges before that give me a sense of confidence that I can manage through anything. I'm grateful for a higher power that leads me and is walking with me throughout this entire process. And I know that throughout all of this, the beauty on the other side of it is a lot. It feels. I know it's gonna feel a lot better than like the circumstances that I'm in right now. So I literally focus on the outcome and the beauty of the outcome of what could be, and then like the circumstances that I'm in right now. So it's just almost like back to my point with losing weight or whatever, like your fitness goals is. I think of like the vision of what my body was gonna look like, or how my skin's gonna look, and how my hair's gonna look. And those are the things that keep me going compared to like, oh, this sucks right now having to do a sit up, or not having to eat this thing that I really want to eat, and having to have a level of discipline. But that's the resiliency that's required in order to actually progress and persevere through anything. Um, Today the chat's not filled up with people, but it's all good. We're just going to continue to shout out the chat. I'm still learning how to like talk in these little live spaces, but W in the chat. And if you see this later on, make sure you put some stars in the comments just so I know that you locked in to the stars worldwide. This is the Black Universe. I'm grateful for all of you guys continuing to go through this process with me. We in day 13. We got a lot more days to go, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about what's to come. I'm so excited to see these chats filled with hundreds and thousands of people while we continue to persevere and progress through all of this. And we know we building this brick by brick, man. Every day we just looking to be 1% better than yesterday, and that's the resiliency that comes with all of this. You know, I remember literally a few days ago, I was struggling to even thinking about redoing this whole entire process. It's like, is it worth it? Is it really going to bring forth any real reward for me doing it? But it was like, I'm not really doing this for any type of, I guess, for lack of a better word, reward. The reality is I'm showing up for myself. Me showing up and doing these is another reminder to myself that every day you got to show up. Every day you got to be consistent. Every day you got to push forward and really have the end all be all mission in mind while you persevering through all of your processes. I know that this is a filtration process for me. I'm trying to purify a lot of the strongholds that's been holding me back. And showing up every day for this is another step forward in that process. 1% every day. 1% every day. So, like I said, I set my intentions for the day, show my level of gratitude, and for anyone out there, let this be a message for you all that resiliency is not going to be an easy thing. It's not saying that you're never going to fall. It's not saying that you're never going to deal with hardships. It's not saying that you're never going to deal with obstacles. But the reality is, the more of those situations you go through, the endurance you develop. So get comfortable. Get comfortable in your discomfort. It's a beautiful feeling. And once you kind of get through that process of understanding how important it is to be malleable or just like flexible, you will understand like the power and the will that you have within you. So to the stars worldwide, it's your boy Zoe Black checking out again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The channel has all crazy content on there. Wonderful music. In 2026, I'm going to give y'all everything I said I was going to give y'all. I'm delivering. Much love to y'all, man. Shout out to the stars worldwide. It's your boy Black.